is an ABC News special. It's time to wake up, America. You're being taken in, misled, ripped off by junk science.
Science! It'll clean your teeth and curl your hair.
Amazing claims, fantastic promises,
Science!
dire warnings. You believe they're fact, but often they're not. Are you cutting out salt for no good reason? Pumping up on vitamin C? Forcing the kids to eat spinach?
Spinach, stay away from my door.
Then you've been had by junk science. Breast implants, a serious risk? There's still no proof. So why do these men swear it's true?
Follow the money.
Your money. Millions of tax dollars spent on problems that may not be there.
It's like you're out of control.
How about this?
Expert witness. What does that mean? It's an impressive title, but how does a jury know if the expert is selling real science or junk? They are selling. Some charge thousands of dollars a day. And there are so many experts. Just look in a lawyer magazine. You'll find pages filled with experts offering testimony on all kinds of things. Because not all these experts are good scientists, not only are some people wrongly imprisoned, but useful products are taken off the market. And billions of dollars change hands based on junk science. Consider breast implants. What's the scientific evidence that they cause disease?
It's in throughout my blood system, and it's eating at my muscle tissues.
Many women are convinced that silicone from their implants poisoned them.
I started having kidney and bladder infections, dryness in the mouth and eyes.
About 1 million American women have had breast implants. Some just wanted to change the way they looked. Others had breast reconstruction following mastectomies. There were complaints about scar tissue or silicone leaking, but most women were satisfied with the surgery. Then, doctors reported some women with implants have connective tissue disease.
I don't sleep at night. I have pain all the time.
What's happening to her is terrible and frightening. But scientifically, it doesn't prove anything about implants. Some of these women have connective tissue disease.
Absolutely.
Marcia Angel is executive editor of the prestigious New England Journal of Medicine.
Some of them are indeed seriously ill. Just by coincidence alone, one could expect that 10,000 of them would be seriously ill.
Expect 10,000 ill by coincidence? Yes. Of the women who have breast implants, about 1% or 10,000 get connective tissue disease. But that's not surprising. The same percentage of women without implants get the disease. If implants cause disease, we'd see more of these women sick. But we don't. So why then do so many women think their implants cause illness?
Some women have fatigue, insomnia, tiredness, joint aches and pains, what I call the symptoms of life. But when they experience the symptoms that you and I experience, they say, wait a minute, this is one of those symptoms that I've read about, and I have breast implants.
Raise your hands if you've had problems.
Television programs spread
That's
the
just
panic.
about everybody.
I'm on fire. I'm burning. I've got pain in my shoulders.
It's not an open wound, so you can't see the pain. It is like you're dying from inside out.
Some of the women were so frightened that they actually tried to remove their breast implants themselves with razor blades. That's a measure of the fear and the desperation.
Joint pain, fatigue, and autoimmune diseases are associated with breast implants.
Advertisements by lawyers added to the frenzy. Lawyers brought women into court claiming implants must have caused autoimmune disease or cancer. Juries started awarding big judgments, $4 million, $7 million, $25 million. Facing thousands of lawsuits, implant maker Dow Corning declared bankruptcy. Yet even as Dow lost in court, scientists kept trying and failing to find proof that implants cause disease.
We found no significant difference in the occurrence of connective tissue diseases between the women who had the implants and the women who did not.
Studies by the Mayo Clinic, Harvard, Brigham and Women's Hospital, and others concluded that women with implants are no sicker than those without. That didn't stop the lawyers from filing more lawsuits. Rick Laminack and John O'Quinn have collected so many millions in fees, Fortune magazine dubbed them the lawyers from hell. O'Quinn says he's fighting a holy war. He's the champion of these sick women victimized by the medical establishment, people like you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, follow the money. If he's fighting a holy war, he's certainly not taken a vow of poverty to do it.
O'Quinn and other lawyers have expert witnesses who say the implants do cause disease.
You have to look at where they come from. They're hired by the opposing lawyers. They're paid by them. They're rehearsed in advance.
Two of the most influential experts are Drs. Nir Kozovsky of Los Angeles and David Smalley of Memphis. Both have tests, they say, detect whether a woman's immune system is affected by silicone. Juries find the experts convincing.
The fact that the silicone is in the tissue and producing injury.
In this case, Kozovsky's opinions helped persuade a jury to give a woman $25 million. The experts' tests fly in court, but are they accurate? Surgeon Leroy Young and Scripps Research Institute tested the experts' tests and found them wildly inaccurate. Young sent Smalley blood from women in his office who didn't even have breast implants.
I tested 6 women who had never had breast implants, and they all tested positive.
Neither Smalley nor Kozovsky would agree to appear on this program. Dr. Angel says such second-rate science would never survive peer review at a reputable medical journal. You may call these people second-rate, but they sure convince juries, while the people you think are first-rate aren't as convincing.
That's a problem with our tort system. They don't have to point to evidence. In science, if you assert that, say, breast implants cause disease, it doesn't matter who you are. You must write it up in a paper. You must submit it for peer review. You must go through the process. You will not be believed unless you show the evidence. But in the courtroom, the opinion is the evidence. They just say, in my experience, and that becomes the evidence in the courtroom.
It seems like the junk is winning. It gets the publicity. It scares people.
In the courtroom. And that's what bothers me, this growing disconnect between what happens in science and what happens in the courtroom and in the courtroom of public opinion. I think this is dangerous.